Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Steelers coming in at 7-6, going up against the Browns, who come in at 9-4.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Manning. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. handoff as they run the counter play. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. It's a little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3. Those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6". Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch left, watch left. All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. to throw here. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, You know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Barton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-0 is our score. More from the Steel City coming up after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. his running back. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And some room to roam now. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Let's go. Green
Now they try the right side here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Play action, they'll throw. A swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They'll set up a throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
Let's go!
Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Early lead in that one for the Packers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's King. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Steelers did not have a great showing last week, and it's been another rough game so far. The Browns are keeping them off balance, and that's pushed them in front. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first quarter, they'll go with their run here, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone as they take a 7-0 lead. First and 10, pass will be completed out of the gun, and he'll make it out to the 34-yard line, but they end up coming away with just 3 on the drive. Now to early in the second. Here the catch is made way downfield, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 32-yard line. Brown still on the field. Tight coverage here, but the completion is made, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. The lead grows to 17. Now waiting seconds of the half. King's the target here. He ends up at the 44-yard line before he stopped on the play. Score stays the same, though, as they missed the field goal. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second down following the run. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Going to give this time to the tailback. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too. And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
Offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Back look to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Uses the stiff arm. And now running right through it. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
All right, here we go.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's King. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now back to throw. Oh, now he bowls him over. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Manning. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, And on that play he did, so you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Pushes past him. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The lead game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Incomplete. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's King. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second down and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And he's brought down. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Going to give this time to the tailback, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 1st down.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost them 5 yards, and now 1st and 15.
Here we go now! 319! 319!
And now here's a carry heading left. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Here we go! 319! 319!
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Browns, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.